guys, back at it again. Want to apologize, haven't gotten out the last 2 weeks. One, because of the hurricane that came through Helene, and we've had a lot of torrential rains and stuff like that. So back at it. There's some areas I can't go. I'll show you here. You can see the trails are flooded. Trails are completely flooded. So we'll be breaking trail a lot. I have a specific area I want to get into, so I definitely want to try and get back there. It's a pretty long walk, pretty long hike. But again, sorry about not getting anything out. But the only two things that keep me from getting out there is weather or something wrong with my health or something like that, you know. So we have a 30% chance of rain. I thought that was a good opportunity to get out here, so I'm taking advantage of it. So I'm more interested to see what kind of damage we received. We're so saturated right now. I mean, really saturated, that it wouldn't surprise me if the slightest breeze doesn't blow over these big pines. But we'll see what we find. I got to disregard a lot of stuff. I disregard tree falls anyways. Trees fall in the woods. When trees fall, they create crosses, T's and L's. So you got to really disregard a lot of those. But looking for anything out of the ordinary, any extravagant things, you know. But like I said, we'll see what we get into. It's going to be very wet, so I'll wear my rubber boots. So, it's going to be a long hike back there. But I have a very specific area I want to get into. So, alright guys, I will get back to you as soon as I can. Very wet, very wet. And this is just the main trailhead heading back to the back side. Usually the FWC or whoever comes out and mows the important trails, the big ones, and you can tell they have not done that because it's so saturated out here. I mean, there's standing water everywhere. So that's the direction I'm going. It goes all the way back to the county line, where there should be a barbed wire fence, and that's where I want to start looking around, depending on what it's like when I get there. Holy crap, it's like a friggin' lake right here. Look at this trail. So Well, damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead. It's a good 6 inches deep. There's a dry spot, or semi-dry anyways. Huh. I've never been in there. I wonder if I should break off and check that out. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, we're gonna go in here. Just a little bit, kind of break off my plan. I haven't been in this area, and I need to get into places that are a little bit wide open because of the water. Huh. I should go right or left. This is where I wish I was alive. You guys can make these decisions for me. Looks like an old trail. It's really overgrown on both sides. The one looks like it has an old little finger dock going across. It's pretty small. I don't know. The right side looks a little bit more wet, so I don't know. We'll figure it out. I know there's a guy out here right now, because I saw him pull up with his dog. I see him a couple times out here. He's the guy I mentioned one time that, that seems perturbed when he sees me. Like, I can't come out here for some reason. So, a lot of running. Like I said, a lot of standing water out here. I'm really getting the feeling that this guy's probably heading in this direction, because I think the last time I saw him, he was out in this direction. I don't know. I don't want to run into anybody, even though this place is pretty desolate. Well, that's a nice picture. think it's pretty awesome that nature takes over, takes what she wants to take. You know, there's a creek where there was never a creek before. This could be caused by storm. Yeah, see how it... Yep, I think that fell and pushed these other ones down, even though they started way back here. Like I said, a lot of this tree fall is going to have to be attributed to Helene. Alright, give me 1 second, guys. I got a itch on my back and I'm wearing a backpack, so I can't get to the itch. Let me give you one. I'll be right back. I got some movement, so I'm going to sit here for a minute. Off in that direction. Started over there, and it sounds like something's moved through, and it's over in this area now. We'll see. I think I was gonna go that way, but there's an arch over here I want to look at. Might just be wind blown. But I keep hearing noises come from that direction, so I don't know if there's a trail over there or not. I really don't know. So, all right. Did y'all hear that? I don't know if that was me. I don't know what that was. Sounded like something getting thrown. There's the arch. I think it's wind blown. It does look like there's a larger trail up here, which means that guy will probably come down that one at some point. Yeah, as you can see, this one, you know, you think it's a pretty decent arch, but what it is it's a very small sapling, you know, maybe 10 feet tall, but these berries, this vine has grown, and I think the weight of the vine has pushed it down, you know, and probably with some help with some wind. But I think that's what it is, because it's covered in these berries, and the one right beside it doesn't have any on it, so, and it's standing straight up. So I'm gonna have to mark this one up as Mother Nature. So all right, well, I kind of know where we're at, so I'm gonna go back the way we came. Let's continue heading towards my initial area. A lot of hog activity. Come in and torn all this up. Well, I'm gonna hit the main trailhead again. Continue for moving back where I wanted to go originally. But I saw this opened area. Figured check it out. So let's try to keep this where you guys can see behind me. If y'all ever see anything, let me know. Sometimes I miss things. I really like that spot. There's that area I was filming just a little bit ago. Wouldn't mind setting up right there below that tree with my tripod and looking down that choke point. See if anything crosses. I don't know. There's that finger bridge. Just a little thing. Here's where that had taken a right, I had taken a left. Maybe we'll go down a little ways. Let's see what what's down here before I go back. Ooh. I do not know how deep that is. Alright, maybe about 4 inches. It's a dark water. I heard something again. Could be deer or hog moving. I don't know. This trail is saturated. Look at that. Best thing I could have done was bring my rubber boots. Did y'all hear that? I don't know if I caught that on audio. I don't know what that was. I just barely caught it. But at the same time, I got mosquitoes buzzing in my ear. I can't see shit because my glass is fogging up because the humidity in here is so friggin' bad. Oh, deer. Damn. He was way up. It looked like he's 10 feet off the ground. There must be a hill or something back in that area that I just saw a big buck. Big buck. Maybe that's what I've been hearing breaking the brush. Must be a hill back there because he was definitely higher ground than what I'm at. But he took off. He saw me. He looked right at me. Maybe that's what I've been hearing is deer moving around me. I've never been on this trail, guys, so I have no idea where it ends up at. Look at this spider web. I don't know if y'all can see it on the camera. Right in my way. That tells me nothing's walked down this trail in a little bit. That deer was back there. There's got to be high ground back there because, like I said, it was like looking up at him when I saw him flash his tail and turn. I think I've gone as far as I can go until it dries up. But I gotta remember this trail. I definitely want to take this trail. Backpack is heavy. Hear that? I don't know if I'm picking it up. It's like grunts, but at a distance. It's pretty far. I don't know. That's the thing when you get out here, your senses, I mean, you give it an hour out here and your senses really pick up, sounds and smells. All right, well, that's as far as I can go down there. So I'm gonna work my way back to the main trail I was on originally and continue my journey to the county line. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. I'm definitely in uncharted waters. I've never been this far back. Still got a ways to go. I'm heading in that direction. And you can tell nobody's been back here in a long time. The grass is so freaking high. I need to stand in water everywhere I go. So, unless you actually came out here like me, planned ahead and brought rubber boots, I don't see you coming out this far. Sorry for the sun, guys. I'm getting tired. I actually thought there's a where is he at? There he is. See? Cardinal. I actually thought it was a closer hike than this. I knew it was a good hike, but I actually thought it was closer. I wonder if seeing a cardinal's good luck. I hope so. another clear area. Oops, let me get that off there. You see it goes way back there. Maybe something in the future, I don't know. I want to veer off trail any further. I want to get back here to the county line and see what's back here. I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel comfortable, but I get like that every once in a while. I get the EBGBs. Making progress. Something just moved behind me. I don't know what that was. It sounded like either something got thrown or something got moved. It was behind me. It happened so quick, I don't know if it was my left or my right, but I know it was behind me. That is nothing but water. I don't know how much further I can go. I might not be able to make my goal. Let me walk over here real quick. We're real close to the county line, but as I'm looking ahead, there's a lot of water ahead of me. But this looks pretty open. So I might look in there. Humidity is really rough. really rough. I don't know, maybe I probably can't be more than another 500 yards from the county line, but that whole trail, the further I look ahead, it looks like a friggin' lake. I don't know how deep that gets, because if there's any ruts when I go in there, I'll step down into them. I could either twist an ankle or definitely get water in my boots, which would suck, because right now my feet are dry and I like that. So I think we're gonna go down this a little ways. Let's see where it goes to, or at least go a little ways down it and check it out. So straight through there. All right, well, I've got a few hundred yards in here. It keeps going. I have no idea how far back it goes. So I've heard me say it before. I have this saying that as far as you hike in, that's how far you got to hike back. But I want to add to that and say, you had a lot of energy when you first hiked in. You're probably at half that energy when you attempt to hike out. So I've been out here for a couple hours. I got all the way, I mean, I could cross it easily, but it just seems like it keeps on going. But it looks like it keeps going that way. But I have looks like an old fire break. I could have been here since the 1930s. They did a lot of that back then. Not so much today. Mostly it's controlled burns and stuff like that. But I got this far and really got the heebie-jeebies. But it could be just because I'm in an unfamiliar area. I've never been this far back on this, and I've been branching off of it, and that was not part of the game plan. But the water's what's really dictating where I go, because a lot of it's not good to go through. Could be me. I don't know. I sit here and see things that are kind of strange. But there's this area back here. I had walked a little ways back in there. It really flattens out really good. It's pretty dry. So I'll put that on my list of areas to go through. Man, it is twice that has happened. But looks like it's pretty easy to traverse back there, and it looks like it opens up into hardwood forest instead of pine forest back there. So might be an area I have to check out later. That's the weirdest thing. That has happened to me 2 times now in the last couple hours, where I'm sitting here and I got my hand on my hip, just sitting there like this. And it literally felt like somebody blew on my hand, like just on my hand, not my arm, but just my hand. That is weird. But it's 2 times, same hand, like something blew on my hand. That was weird. I mean, to the point where I turned around both times thinking a animal had walked up behind me and was sniffing my hand or something. I don't know. I've been hiking for a while. This backpack's getting really heavy. All right, guys. Well, start heading out. guys. I'm almost hiked out, about a quarter mile, give or take, to my vehicle. I decided to get this backpack off my back and take a break, drink some water. Make sure you guys are be able to look behind me, because the walk out, pretty uneventful. I'm not finding a whole lot, but I expected that due to the storms. I mean, it's just, they wreak such havoc in our areas that you know, it's hard to tell one thing from another. I saw a lot of stuff. I just didn't document it because of the storms. I mean, I gotta, you know, leave it to Mother Nature sometimes and say, okay, I mean, this is really strange. This is really interesting, but it could have been done by the weather. I mean, we've had really, really bad weather, and even after the storm went through, we continued to get really, really bad thunderstorms for the next week and a half, 2 weeks. It's just the last couple of days, I think it's kind of died down, where it's back to normal, where it's thunder and lightning late in the afternoon, but the, you know, early mornings and stuff is pretty nice. That's why I took advantage of coming out here today, because, like I said, it dropped from, it was at like 80-something% chance of rain at the beginning of the week. By the time Friday hit and I was looking at the weather reports, it was down to 30% today. So I was like, yeah, I'm taking advantage of that, because tomorrow it's back up to 90%, and that has not changed. So tomorrow will be a washout, you know, which is fine. I got things to do anyways. So, but decided to stop, give my back a rest, drink a little bit of water. I found that out the hard way. You got to stay hydrated. I push myself really hard sometimes, and I don't pay attention, and I found myself in a jam a couple times where I'm either gotten lost and thought I was going to be spending the night out here, or I just got really dehydrated and didn't bring enough water. So I don't know what that is. But anyways, I'm going to keep an eye on that. If that moves, it's kind of hard to tell because we got a very, very slight breeze. Let me see if I can zoom in on it. I'll show you guys what I'm looking at. So, right through there, there's movement somewhere, and I can't tell. Can't really tell, because every time a breeze would blow through or something like that, I'm not sure. Right now it's nothing. Right now it's just nothing. So like I said, keep an eye on it. But anyways, so I was walking out. I got out of that area, and I was pretty far back. Didn't hit where I wanted to, because the trail kind of opens up and it's just water. I mean, just flat out, and I don't know how deep it is. I've never been back that far, so I don't know if the trail actually goes down, which makes the water deeper, or not. And I just like, nah, the last thing I want to do is get my feet wet. But on the way back, I just got that creepy feeling, you know, which I get occasionally. I let you guys know when I feel that way. And I thought I heard something in the woods a couple times, like something move or something broke or something, you know, like when something hits leaves, you know, when it drops and hits the ground. So I'd stop, stand there for a moment, you know, 1 or 2 minutes, listen, nothing. So then I'd start walking again. But just got that weird feeling when I was out there. So, but on that note, I am going to go live tonight. There's some topics I want to talk about, you know, because you got to remember, during the week, you know, I'm researching other things. I'm looking at other things. Then I get a lot of posts, you know, on my Facebook feeds, and I'll look into those and, you know, comment here and there and stuff like that. But, you know, by the end of the week, I'm like, yeah, I know what I'm talking about this week. This has to be addressed or something like that. So, I'm going to do a live tonight, probably around 7 p.m. Eastern. 7 p.m. Eastern. I think that would be a good time to do it. Gives me time to do some stuff and get some stuff done, and then we'll do a live. So, but with that said, see, that's that noise I heard before where it sounded like something got dropped or something. I don't know what that noise was. I'm going to keep the camera kind of like that so I can see behind me. But anyways, so I'll do a live tonight. The next live will not be until I'm camping. I will be in the woods for 5 days, 4 nights, starting on the 16th, coming back on the 20th. So that'll be a very active, you know, well, I say active as in me being active, doing a lot of things. So where I'm camping is not where I'm actually going to be researching. It's going to be this area. I'll be driving over here, camping there, but driving over here because they don't allow camping here. You can't camp on this side. So I'll have to travel back and forth, which is not that bad, you know. And then I'll do some night vision stuff from camp, looking around and stuff like that, you know, but nothing a whole lot major. Most of the stuff will be during the day, and if you hike a lot during the day, you'll be pretty tired, so doing something at night. But I will do a live during that, but I'm also going to be doing a podcast with Dirt Road Bigfoot. He wanted to be involved and do a podcast while we're out there. So so far it's me and another guy. You know, I haven't got 100% that he's coming, so I won't mention, but he's made mention about coming out. So I won't be out there alone, which is pretty good. You know what I mean? Gives me somebody to talk to and bounce theories off of and stuff like that. And, you know, because I get a lot of message from you guys telling me I'm crazy for coming out here all the time by myself. And, yeah, you're right. I ain't gonna lie. I am. It's not the most intelligent thing you could do. Anybody who goes out, there's a few researchers I know that do go out alone. Yeah, it's not the most intelligent thing in the world, but you do what you got to do. You know what I mean? It's hard to, you know, get other people to be involved in what you're involved in and stuff like that. So, but anyways, I'll be doing that for the 16th to the 20th. And so I'll be putting out a lot of material during that time, trying to get it out as quickly as I can. The site that I had the last time I was there, I did have a signal, so I was able to do more than I could at other campsites out there. So I got lucky and got the exact same spot I had last year. So we will definitely be doing something. This is also the area, on 2 of my encounters, that I had something come into camp. So I'm really, really, really hoping that I get lucky and have something like that again. So kind of excited about that. The last time I was out there, I was with Marie DeMont with Mid-Florida Bigfoot Research Group. We had a great time. She's a wonderful person, such a trooper in the woods. And we didn't have any activity in the camp. You know what I mean? We had some activity at night when we went for a hike. Something, it sounded like it was tearing apart a tree. But nothing in camp. So I'm really hoping something comes into camp. That's always exciting. So, and I'm better prepared today than I was back then. So, but with that said, I'm going to drink a little bit more water, and I'm going to head to the vehicle and go home. And like I said, tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, I'll go live, answer any questions. I look forward to you guys coming on and talking to me. I like getting to know you guys and answering your questions. you'll get an honest answer. That's one thing I'll tell you. You may not always like the answer, but you're gonna get an honest answer. I'm always gonna be honest with you and give you my free opinion. So look forward to it. They're enjoyable. I like to do them every 2 weeks. So like I said, this will be the last one before I go camping. That's it. I will see you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna drink a little bit more water, get my backpack on, and head to the vehicle. God bless each and every one of you guys. You have a fantastic weekend. Prayers to those that are affected by Helene. Trust me, we get it. I'm in Florida. It's a bad situation, and our prayers are with you. And I want to thank all my subscribers. You guys are friggin' amazing. The feedback I get from you guys are awesome. Keep it coming. Tell your friends. You know, we're just having a good time. That's all we're doing. We're getting out in the woods. I'm bringing you guys along. We get something, we get something. We don't. That's what squatching's all about. You know, you just try the best you can, and that's all we can do. So God bless each and every one of you guys, and I'll talk to you soon.